This time, it looks like Oneesan will be introducing herself in a QA format from her home. It's her first self-introduction, so expectations are high. Onee-san seems to live on a super high floor. Honestly, it's pretty enviable. Wait, you're going to fall! Oh, turns out there's a sofa on the balcony. Anyway, jokes aside, let's get started with the self-introduction. First, Onee-san's name. This might be the first time it's being revealed. No, right enough and one will be correct is not how this works. And why is the correct Onee-san written so faintly? Not confident? Anyway, jokes aside, let's try again. So, what's the real name? As expected, it's Onee-san. No, maybe it's Oneesan, is not it. Looks like this self-introduction will proceed in a laid-back way. Next is Onee-san's age. Judging by appearances, she looks around 20 years old, right? No, there's definitely one too many zeros. Saying, I don't look 200 years old, right? Isn't convincing anyone. Even as an old lady, 200 years old is impossible. Trying to push that setting is kind of amusing, though. Next is Onee-san's nationality. Well, I assume it's Japan, but what do you think? It looks Japanese, but is it really? From Hokkaido to Kyushu, it's all connected. She's strongly asserting Japan. Next is Onee-san's hometown. Well, it's probably Tokyo, although the spelling is wrong. Next is Onee-san's birthday. If she's around 20, I'd guess the year 2000 or so. No, being born in 19099 is just a numerical error. The date is probably May 5th. She's clearly hinting she wants presents. Her self-introduction isn't great, but she's thorough with this part. Next is her blood type. Honestly, does it even matter what her blood type is? Turns out it's type A. She's proudly declaring, I wrote type A correctly. But that's not impressive. Next is about Onee-san's personality. This feels like a slightly deeper self-introduction. This is probably about being bright and positive. And for some reason, she's made up a new word. Brightive! Is that allowed? But well, it's clear she's really bright and positive. Her energetic camera appeal shows just how much. That's so typical of Onee-san, isn't it? Next is Onee-san's hobbies. This could be a lot of things. Probably travel and cooking, I'd say. She drew a suitcase, so it's probably about traveling. She's explaining with so much effort how much she loves traveling. Oh, she got so excited that she knocked over a vase of flowers. She's too busy explaining and hasn't even noticed. In the end, we find out she also likes cooking. Next is Onee-san's favorite food. Fans of Onee-san should easily know this one. This time, the answer isn't on a flipboard, but it makes sense now. Her way of eating is incredibly unique. This might just be the worst eating style Onee-san has ever shown. Next, it's about her least favorite food. She's furiously writing on the flipboard with a scary expression. What's this about? It turns out she hates celery. She's written celery multiple times, and surprisingly, all the spelling is correct. Then she starts eating it out of nowhere. If she hates it so much, why eat it? And then she performs a magic trick, pulling out a giant celery stick. Her body is trembling in disgust. Is she going to be okay? Next is her favorite color. I feel like it's obviously yellow, but is this okay? Turns out it's red and blue. Onee-san really has a knack for drawing, doesn't she? And then suddenly she changes into her favorite red outfit. Magic! Next is her favorite season. She's beaming with confidence about this answer. It turns out her favorite season is spring. Her reason? Because the flowers are beautiful. Honestly, this answer feels a bit too ordinary for Onee-san. But then she performs a magic trick, turning the flipboard into cherry blossoms. Classic Onee-san. Next, we ask what her usual day looks like. Onee-san is thinking hard about this one. First, she films videos, of course, using her own brand of camera. Then she edits videos. Surprisingly, she's working pretty seriously. And after editing, she relaxes by giving herself a scalp massage. Next is the most memorable place she's traveled to. Onee-san starts drawing an answer on the flipboard. She presents a fantastic drawing, but the spelling of Hawaii is all wrong. Honestly, celery is harder to spell than Hawaii. Then a woman in a swimsuit appears, as if it's part of a pop-up book. Next is the most fun dish she's ever cooked. She's thinking back on all the dishes she's made so far. She says pancakes were the most fun to make. Oops, she dropped some pancakes. Are they okay? This is about cooking, so please stop eating pancakes mid-question. Eventually, the pancakes seem to have turned out well. Next, she talks about the most memorable factory tour. She's visited quite a few places in the past. The potato chip factory was the most memorable. She's enthusiastically explaining, seizing the moment. But having fun pouring seasoning everywhere isn't exactly the point of a factory tour. And now the seasoning is everywhere, a disaster. Next is why she started her YouTube channel. She looks deep in thought. What's she going to say? Her writing on the flipboard is a mess, but it's probably about sharing things she loves. And it seems she genuinely enjoys making videos. That makes sense. Next is the type of influencer she wants to be. Why is there a silver play button behind her when she hasn't hit 100,000 subscribers yet? She says she wants to shine like the sun. Well, that's a great answer. But this isn't about wanting to literally become the sun. Finally, the question, what would Onee-san's instant ramen brand be like? This seems to be her grand ambition. The container says Oneesan and it doesn't even have her face. She also wants to load it with luxurious toppings. This would clearly stand apart from regular instant ramen. And now she's slurping noodles while forgetting the camera is on her chest. Finally, her message to the viewers. Onee-san is smiling as brightly as ever. What's written on the board, it's impossible to read. Maybe it's meant for us to interpret however we like. And with that, her self-introduction comes to an end. Even the character on the board waves goodbye. But seriously, can you at least write your name properly next time?
Oh, no.